Basically just looked over the new 5.0 list. And one of the decks we wanted to look at, or wanted to play, was the Boros control deck. So here's a quick rundown. Just a ton of removal. A little bit of token generation. Just a ton of removal. Some Banefires, some Karns, Siege Gang, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be win conditions, history, even the Azor plus Banefire. So we'll give it a go, see how it works. So let's see if we need to reroll our quest. 30 red or green spells. I think we can do that. So Boros control. Deck looks interesting. Run some cards I've never played before, so it'll be interesting to see if we can figure out how to play those correctly. Alright, so we have the early removal, but other than that, we just have draw and the Siege Gang. I think we can keep this though. We have so much removal in our deck, almost any card we draw should be pretty good. Until we get a better handle on the deck. It looks like we're playing against either mono red or Drakes. Really curious how this matchup is going to be. Yeah, Boros control. It's the one from the... There's a 5.0 list that came out today. So, just trying it out. It's a little different than the Sam Black list from over the weekend. The curious thing will be how it can survive decks like mono red. I assume I'll have to definitely Clarion for lifelink at some point, but I'm not sure if I'm really going to have that kind of time. We could Banefire it for 1. I don't think we're really going to be doing a huge Banefire this game. It seems kind of weak, but it still trades 1 for 1. Lets us potentially set up to Pirate's Pillage next turn. So, let's go for it. If it was like a control deck, I would look to do something else. If I was versus control. But since it's just mono red, I think we can just try to prevent as much damage early as possible. Rekindling Phoenix. Yep. So we're just going to hold the settle for this card. We want to pillage, but we can't really on this board. I think I'm still happy settling here. We're still just trading 1 for 1, but we can play Siege Gang next turn, which should hold down the board pretty well. Okay. Well, he sets up for our Clarion really well. So there's at least that. He doesn't get any lands. He can shuffle his library just cause. And we drew another settle. Alright, so let's play the Foundry here. And we'll just Clarion. I get why he did that, it just didn't really work out for him. It could have been really good if we didn't have it. And it's good we didn't play the Siege Gang there. I'm trying to think what we want to develop here. We can play the treasure map, hold up the settle, or we can develop the Siege Gang. It could have a second Chain Whirler. I think we go Siege Gang. Seems like he has a shock. So I assume, yeah, Siege Gang will die here. That's fine. We got some chump blockers. Or he plays the second one. So we'll look to settle next turn. But we're going down to 11. We can see what's in our opponent's hand. But we probably should just develop the treasure. Yeah, let's develop the treasure map. Okay, I think it paused, so it he got a little worried. Alright, so it doesn't have an instant in his hand or to pause there. So I don't know how good this dire fleet's gonna be. Take the history. I guess we'll still dire fleet just in case. Also has first strike. Something to do. So yeah. Oh. Main phase. Oh right, it's from the graveyard. Wow, so we read that wrong. Well then I assume we'll just take the shock. So we don't develop our history, but that's okay. That could hurt. So he has a land on top of his deck. Go history. Could have played pillage, but we'd have to sacrifice history. Doesn't really make any sense to do that. Yep. Wow. He has another land on top. That's good for us. That's just going to attack first. See what our opponent has. He should probably be looking to trade with this guy. Just need to keep board control. So what's he doing? He's destroying it. Oh, he's playing a second one. Okay. Alright, let's pillage here. Guess we'll go and draw a card now. Alright. probably sack another one to draw another card at the end of turn. There's no reason not to, really. Okay, go to 6. Using the arch here is the same as having a second treasure cove. We need to get further in our deck. Does that do anything? We have 6 damage. So many lands. Let's draw another card. Alright, so that's kind of what we were looking for. Alright, so I'm gonna go lifelink. Opponent. I mean, you can't really play anything out of his hand besides like a shock. So you have to sacrifice both frenzies to do it. So it's gonna be like that. Alright, we got lethal next turn, if he doesn't do something. He didn't sacrifice any of the frenzies, so I guess you're just gonna go for it. Getting pretty lucky. Okay, we have a blocker. Okay. So we're at effectively 2. Got his first land. Kills my guy. Alright, we have a couple outs. Show and Fire is not one of those outs. Let's draw another card. History is not an out. This isn't the same blacklist. It's the list from the 5.0 deck list that came out today. I don't think it's too different. And we just draw a bunch of lands. There's a chance we don't die here, but we'll see. Actually, maybe there's not a chance we don't die. It's like Okay, yep. May not die from the top of his library. Alright. He's got it. Alright. Let's move on. So that's definitely going to be a hard matchup for this deck. Especially if we draw like 20 lands. A late game Banefire or another Siege Gang would have been pretty amazing. Or even another Dire Devil. Feels a little slow if it's like an aggro deck. But at the same time, it's like not terrible. We'll keep it. We'll see. Okay, so it's like, is it Drake's? Most likely. This is the Boros control list. It was one of the decks that came out. Someone played over the weekend. I think there's another version that people were playing a couple days ago. So it made it on one of the 5.0 competitive constructed list. I don't know if I want to seal away Electromancer. Probably just wait on the Phoenix. Also, what's up, Reaper? What you up to? That's 2 spells. If he plays a third, then we'll definitely seal away. Yeah, alright. Refining Lich's mastery ever so slowly. Nice. I guess we'll look to play Siege Gang next turn. We don't really have a lot of good removal if he actually has Drakes. But maybe he doesn't. Good old Siege Gang. So this card has survived way longer than ever wanted. Oh, he has the maximized velocity version. Ooh, that's gonna be bad for us. Something we definitely have to keep in mind. So 4 spells in the graveyard. There's Crackling Drake. So we can either take 2 damage and sacrifice our 3 goblins to kill his board next turn, keep the Siege Gang commander for some reason, or we can block with 2 and then throw them both at Drake next turn and have mana to play Treasure Map. I think I like that more. Just to develop the Treasure Map. I don't think 2 damage is going to really get us very far. Radical idea. Yep. Plays the Electromancer. Electromancer and ships the turn. 5 spells in the graveyard. One in the remove from play zone. So a Drake would be a 6, 7, 8. Trying to think if I need to star this turn just to kill the Electromancer. I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna win if we play like that. History. Are we just really good at drawing lands? I guess that's about even. I'm the best at it. It's really bad drawing lands. This many lands against this deck. I feel like any second I'm just gonna die. Yep. That guy's dead. Need to find and settle the wreckage. Dire Fleet, Daredevil. Could be good, because it would exile the maximum velocity from the deck, from the graveyard. I think that's worth playing. I'll have 2 blockers for that. Is he gonna radical idea in response? Is that kind of what he's thinking about? Alright. Got rid of the velocity. See if that matters at all. Hopefully we saved ourselves from dying. He has to slow play the Drakes. Discovery. Pitches Phoenix and Tormenting Voice. So he's got 1 spell on the table. It's 2 spells. I'm sure he's gonna Beacon Bolt. At least Beacon Bolt. Unless he wants to play something else. what this guy's thinking about. Lava coil. Okay. Sure. Happy to take this block. Seems fine with me. I guess he didn't know my guy had first strike? I'm not really sure. Alright, we got the Shivan Fire, so we don't have to worry about the Phoenix or another Drake coming down. So we'll just go to combat. Okay, I was thinking for a second maybe he runs dive down, but he doesn't. So he's going to save his cards for next turn. Yeah, we'll go pillaging. And if he has another velocity, there's nothing we can really do about it. So we'll just see if we can get in some damage. Blink of an eye on my token. Sure. I'm like strangely okay with that, just because that's one less spell he's going to play during his turn. I don't know, maybe he has plenty of spells, so it's not even something to worry about. Another Electromancer. Ships the turn. Okay. So many lands. Alright, we're just going with everyone again. Well, one dude. I don't think it's worth starring there. Could be, but I don't know. If he didn't have 3 spells last turn with 4 mana untapped, I doubt he has 3 spells this turn. I don't know what he's holding on to, but it seems like we have a pretty good read on what our opponent is doing. Alright, so that's good for us. Leave that guy back. I don't think there's any reason to take the unnecessary damage at this point. We should have an answer for anything he tries to do. Which is only him attacking us and us playing subtle. Card is very dead. Pitched a land? Yeah. Alright. I don't know what he's doing. Is he just holding like drakes? Doesn't want to actually play him? Maybe he's worried about dying at this point. Okay. I mean, we attack, we have vigilance. Maybe just holding on to 2 spells and he's looking for a third. Like, really confused what our opponent's doing. Alright. But he felt dead. I don't know, he had an Arclight in the graveyard. I assume he runs probably a second maximized velocity. We had one of his Arclights. He had to have some more in there, some more Drakes too. He only played 1 Drake the whole game. So unless you just had the worst draws imaginable. I don't know, a little confused by that guy. So we lost him on a red, and Is It Drake's was pretty close, but we kept a pretty sketchy hand. And as always, we drew a lot of lands. Alright, I don't know if this queue is going to work. Alright, I guess we'll keep waiting. Oh, we got a draw. Alright. So now we're 1-1-1. So apparently one of us, my opponent or myself, couldn't connect to the other person. This looks pretty good. We'll keep this. Hope to find another white source soon. Oh, haven't seen these guys in a long time. I think we'll just go ahead and... do we want to kill it now? If you're curious is... yeah. If you're curious is and has like a spell pierce, we won't be able to untap and Banefire it. We'd only be able to do 1 damage, so I think we just have to kill it. Oh, he's got green as well. Okay then. Maybe we have to develop the treasure map. We need to find our lands. We have double settle, so if we can find lands, we can get past anything our opponent's looking to do. Also, the Clarion will help a lot. Okay. That's not a land. Oh, go to main phase. Alright, so unless he plays a bunch of stuff, we should be able to Clarion him next turn. And that'll let us set up to actually play Settle. Our opponent's running out of cards. It's nice for us. Additional cost, reveal, draw a card. Yeah, sure. So he's buffing that guy. So that guy got buffed out of... oh, he didn't play it. Okay. He's holding it back. Oh, because he wants to have the Siren Storm Tamer. Nice. Okay. So unless something really bad happens here, should be able to just clear the board. Nice. Alright. Now we're back in the spot we were before, where we need to draw lands. I guess depending on what he does, we want to treasure map in our upkeep. If he plays the... Okay, never mind. I was thinking if he plays this guy, then we might just want to Banefire it. Okay. We can treasure and Banefire that. Ooh, Clarion's pretty good here. I think we keep Clarion around. We'll get some 1/1 blue merfolks, but we'll kill him. Can't really afford to take 4 here. Guess drawing wouldn't hurt here. Don't really want to sack 2 treasures to draw though. We'll just get one card deeper. It's a Siege Gang Commander. I think we just want to develop Immortal Sun. Start drawing multiple cards a turn. Stuff will cost less, it'll make our hand be a lot smoother. Sure. So let's treasure map the first one. Another Siege Gang. I guess Siege Gang is like really good. We'll take a second one. So much power with these goblins. Our opponent's just flooding out. Oh wait, cancel. That's the wrong way. Alright. Yes. Target a creature. Pay the mana. Sack a goblin. There we go. I guess we'll keep the lands. We can still use them. I think we actually want to play the cliff top, so we have an extra red. Should be able to win next turn, slash Banefire to win next turn. Yeah. Alright. So, non-burn decks seem really good for this deck in the matchup. I imagine burn and maybe some control variants are really brutal. Gateway is a nice little filter. It basically acts as a, what's it called? Treasure map. We just don't have any early removal. We go first. I think we're gonna try to keep it. I want to see if playing a turn 2 Gateway is gonna like do wonders for us. Green red. Not sure what our opponent's playing. First thought is dinosaurs. Yeah, okay. Dinosaurs it is. I might look to Banefire this. Let's remove a Pirate's Pillage. I think the Banefire to slow him down is good. He's gonna go turn 4, play a Ripjaw, and we're kind of just gonna be spinning our wheels for the rest of the game. Alright, so it looks like that was a good plan. We'll just develop Karn here. Start getting our Phyrexian Arena on. Gladly take the land. I was thinking about it. Oh, it gives me the Clarion. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I guess Clarion's not going to hit very much as the game goes on. But if I have 2 Clarions, then it's like a full board wipe. I don't know what our opponent's doing anymore. We'll just stack up this card advantage. It's going to give me the land. Alright, it gives me the land this time. Makes sense. Let's draw some cards. I could be playing the Haste guy this turn. There wasn't really anything we could do about it. Okay. They cost less, sure. I actually look to downtick Karn for Karn Structs. History is good as well. Karn Struck becomes a 4/4. I think having a 4/4 here is pretty nice. Trying to think if there's anything better we could do. We can go grab this settle. I guess let's draw a card. See what we get first. I don't think we need the history. So let's make a car instruct. So what do we need here? We have a 3-drop and 4-drop and a 0-drop. I have a 5-drop. So we would need a 2-drop, 1-drop. Oh, we just go straight into the Carnage Tyrant. Okay. May just pick up the subtle. Pick up the subtle, forget another artifact, making another car instruct. We'd have 2 6/6s. That's if we find another artifact. But from what I remember, that deck doesn't run a ton of removal. Savage Stomp. Okay. So we're fighting. Alright, so it's looking like we're just going to get the settle. Arch is good here. And we'll just pass the turn. Do I want to protect Karn? I don't think we're too worried about Karn anymore. So yeah, you can take Karn. So we can flip the Azor Gateway. So we just need to find another Banefire or something big to do. I will take the 2. I'm sure I can survive this for another few turns. Alright, so we have a land that makes 23 mana now. And another gateway isn't bad. What you got, opponent? You got it. Sure. That's interesting. Just tap for red. Let's draw a card. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just Shiv and Fire. Why not? So how many can we do? 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Wait, that's not right. 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Nice. It's one way to do it. Oops, found Banefire. Yeah. Whoops. Found the old Banefire. You die. Well, that's fun. Three and one so far with the Boros control. The only thing I don't like about it is probably the lack of decent life gain against like an aggressive deck. Like right there I had the Deafening Clarion and I had the 2 histories going, so I could have gained like a ton of life, but any other situation you're going to be like on the back foot, you're not going to be able to gain life. I feel like this is a pretty good hand. We have to spend our Banefire on like just a little removal, but we have lots of other stuff going on. Mono blue, Merfolk again. Well, I guess it could have green as well, like the last one. Just know if he drops an Obsession here, it's gonna kind of hurt. But he won't be able to Banefire it. Yeah, alright, that hurts. History, but we don't have double white. Yeah, him getting to untap here with 5, 6, 7 cards, I'm sure he's able to find a counter. So when we get our first response to this, he'll already have his counter. Maybe multiple. Probably multiple. I guess we just go for the Banefire for 2. Maybe he doesn't have it. We at least got to get the counters out of his hand. Yeah, sure. Maybe our mulligan was too greedy. So now we can't settle. I think we're just done here. We have one more turn, but not really, right? Couldn't draw the mana. There's like potential we draw a Clarion and he actually doesn't have a counter, but it seems really unlikely. Wow. 4 misclicks in the top 15. That's pretty incredible. Alright, so we didn't draw it. We didn't get the double white. So technically have one more turn. Neither of those cards do anything. We still haven't found another land. Okay. Let's see what was next. Jeez, okay. Gives me the Shivan Fire. Sure. No, he's just gonna sack one of those, but fine. Oh, another dive down. I wanted to see like what else he had, but yeah. We could have maybe beat that. Maybe we couldn't. As our board wipes are pretty hefty, at least the ones we had. Even if some of those cards weren't there, we had mana for the Settle and for the Cleansing Nova. I think they also would have gotten countered. Alright, we don't have double white, but I like the treasure maps. We're probably not mulliganing aggressive enough with this deck, because if this is another aggressive deck, then we kind of just only have treasure maps. We drew the white at least. Yep. Curious if it's worth scrying here. Try to find like a Shivan Fire versus playing the history. I don't think it's worth it. I've only been one card deeper, and I don't know, just feel like we have to pressure him back to slow him down at this point. Siege Gang, huh? Siege Gang is nice. So yeah, he has something now. Wizard Retort. Or it's just the Trickster. Sure. I think we block here. It's not all that impressive. You could have a dive down, but I think the name of the game is going to be us getting more board wipes. Doesn't have anything, so we get rid of that card. Clairon's looking good. He may have the counter. Actually, he can't, can he? He could have like a Spell Piercer and negate, but he can't have Wizard Retort. Alright, what you got? Even dive down saves his creature. So, if he has anything, it works. Sure. We can star next turn. Or we can just play Siege Gang. Don't want to activate the second one. I guess I do. I don't really need these artifacts. I think we take the land here, though. Can have a Siege Gang. Okay. A Wizard, then the Wizard Retort. Okay, then the Essence Scatter. Sure. Alright, so we go to 8. Alright, Warkite, but he leaves enough mana to counter if he has a counter. Let's, I guess we're gonna start here. Sure. Hey, a Clarion. Alright. We can't play around Spell Pierce. So we'll just go for it, see what happens. Nice. Alright. We're on our way. One treasure, one card in hand. Hey, seal away. Construct is tempting, but it's only a 2/2 and it can't block this. So I think we just have to go with getting more cards. We can win by just burying our opponent in cards. Gets those two out of the way. Yep. It's Trickster number 3. Curious Obsession. Yep. Hey, I'm happy that it went directly into play. We're gonna draw a card here. Banefire is not Shivan-Fire. Alright, how many lands do we have though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So, Banefire for 9. Doesn't really do anything. Other card is the Plains. How many Tricksters has he played? 1, 2. He has his third in play. Alright. Nice, okay. Either way I can kill it. Excellent. Thanks, Karn. And Karn can get a deafening whenever we need to. So, game's looking pretty good for me at this point. Yeah, okay. Well, getting lands helps you to win. It's the difference between this game and the last game. So 4 and 2. I mean, the deck can at least go infinite. Even against mono red, 2 mono blue aggros, blue green aggro. What else do we play against? That's 4. And is it right? Is it was the other one? This is basically the same hand that we just had. I think we keep it. Seemed to work out. Wonder if this is actual Boros, Boros control, or like the white weenie deck with the heroic reinforcement. Vanguard, that's annoying. We have the seal away, I guess. Not too annoying. But it's definitely not Boros control from the looks of it. We'll keep the lands coming. Seems good. Definitely look to seal away this card. Still not sure if he's just the white weenie deck splash red, or if he's actual like Boros Angels or something. Nice, okay. One of my only answers to that card. Oh, we should have upkeep down the treasure map. We'll still be able to do it this turn, so it's not a big deal. Lava coil, you got it. Guess we'll keep the lands. I can flip treasure map though. Nah, let's get rid of it. There's like potential to play Siege Gang there instead of flipping it, but I think it's cleaner to just play the other treasure map. Seems like our opponent's just mana screwed. We'll let him draw out of it for sure. It's gonna be quite a while before we do anything. Immortal Sun. Definitely want that. Okay, shall I have plenty or whatever. So we can actually star this turn, kill his only red source. That's probably really good for us. Bricks the history, kills his 2 creatures. My guy dies, but I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's only 6 mana, so we get to keep 1 treasure around. So let's go to the main phase. What else could we do? We could just lava coil, play Siege Gang. No, I think the star is too powerful. We could pillage? No. Whatever. Let's just star. That's a cool animation. Hadn't seen that one. Pass the turn. The old turn 7 land destruction. Resplendent Angel. Sure. I don't think I want another Siege Gang. We actually kind of need lands. Let's pillage. Ditch the plains. Oh, he has a lava coil we can play. I think we do that then. gonna be the biggest Karn. If he makes us play it out. Sure. Sure. My turn. Scry again. Lots of scrying. All the scrying. Draw for Mortal Sun. Guess we'll just sack 2 treasures, draw 2 cards. Our board is getting so tiny. Just scrying through the deck. Keep seeing the same card over and over again. Alright, let's draw. Draw again. There's probably a way to win this turn. 3, 6, 9. We can siege gang for 4. Shock once. Yeah, we can shock a bunch of times. Yeah. Oh, I thought we could attack with that one. Alright, so we can't win this turn, but we can put him at whatever. Put him at 2. Doesn't really do anything. He never drew red again. Alright. Thank you. Cool. really like the deck. Looks fun. I think it's pretty cool. I don't feel it's like it's perfect setup quite yet. It just needs some way to gain some life, if that's like revitalize or what. But I feel like some way to gain life would be amazing. We can't keep this hand. This hand's really bad. But I think that's the only thing I would complain about. Which maybe that's fine, because maybe there's something on the board that deals with the life gain. But definitely main deck. We don't have anything. Seems good. Got the early removal, we got the board wipes. Got a little bit of pressure. Oh, our opponent mulligan too. So he's playing the Golgari list, most likely. So I think we run 2 subtles. 2 subtles, 2 novas. So we're going to be looking to remove most of his stuff from the game. Can't shiv and fire that. Probably won't be able to Clarion that. Oh, I guess we will be able to. Now, is it worth a Clarion? It's probably worth a Clarion. We have 2. Yeah. It feels a little weak, but it can definitely get out of hand. And I think if he had a second one, he would have played it. He doesn't have an Explorer, so he might just not have anything to do. Yeah, looks like he doesn't have anything to do. So he's sitting on like removal, maybe like a Vivian. Could be like Chupacabra, Vivian, maybe a Feinbroker, Carnage Tyrant. I kind of want to pillage, but I don't want to discard any of these cards. I kind of want to play History, but he can just drop Vivian, which seems kind of bad for me. He could drop Vivian anyway, I guess. Yeah, we just play it. If he drops Vivian, then we can kill her with the token the following turn. Yeah, he won't get full value if he Vivian's here. Should be fine. Yeah, maybe hold it if you only had 1. I could see that. And you just rely on the subtle to eventually get you there. But gonna look to keep the subtle for Carnage Tyrant, if we can do that. Jade Light. I think we gotta go full control for this. So resolve Jade Light. First Explorer. Reveals Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Oh, we had to do it before? Okay. I thought we had time to respond after we saw it. Alright, never mind. But he dumpstered the Carnage Tyrant, so maybe he's just holding fine finalities. So, slight misplay there. I would have liked to have killed that. I guess we can pillage, get rid of a pillage. Seems okay. Pass the turn. Oh, both explorers are single trigger. Well, once I said that he could explore, yeah, then I guess it resolves. I don't ever get to have an opportunity to respond after that. That makes sense. Cabra. Yep. Okay. Kinda didn't expect him to block here. But sure. How many permanents do we have? 3, 6, 9? Okay. Trying to think why he would dumpster a Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Veraska. It's kind of an annoying card for us. Okay. It's gonna take out our treasure map. Guess we're looking for a star at this point. Well, we'll see if he wants to kill a second treasure map. Highly doubt it. He does have the 2 memorials to follow, so maybe he just is trying to get card advantage by dumping stuff in the graveyard. Sure. Yeah, Veraska is going to be an issue for us. It's probably going to take a while to find an answer to that. And if he's the actual Planeswalker version that has a ton of them. Yep, Jade Light. We're just looking to Clarion, so not really worried. Duress. So he keeps Duress. Alright. Cleansing Nova. I mean, I guess we just take all the removal so that when he tries to like discard something to keep me off of anything, he won't be able to. Also, Duress main deck is pretty interesting. Alright, so let's we'll Clarion here. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Really need our arc to turn on. We haven't found another land. Alright, so his lead with the Duress, play Carnage Tyrant after, but either thing he takes, we get to keep Carnage Tyrant. Sure. Or we get to keep a way to kill Carnage Tyrant, but he's gonna keep getting it back with Memorial. Alright, so it takes the Settle. Makes sense. See what he's doing with this Veraska. Okay. So he's letting me flip my treasure map. That's nice of him. It also turns on the arch. So maybe he's just trying to put me at 1. Ooh. Does that give us anything? Find finality. No, it doesn't really do anything. Oh, the Immortal Sun. That's really good here. That's one way to deal with it. We'll take 9 in the process, though. I guess we're just cleansing this turn. Look to Immortal Sun next turn. I think that's fine. It's going to take them 2 turns to be able to play Carnage Tyrant again. Yep. Okay, 4 green. 5 green, Vivian. Perfect. The old 2 for 1. Please get a land. That'd be best case for us. Another Carnage Tyrant. Alright. So, Immortal Sun. We may have an answer. It is a deck with Assassin's Trophy. He has some kind of response, it seems. Oh, it's unfortunate to tap my Treasure Cove. That's kind of annoying. Sure. Should I just fire it? Because it's kind of annoying. I think we're gonna fire it next turn. Okay. Right. It's time to draw some lands. History of Benalia. Let's draw another card. Treasure map. Sure, we'll play history here, and I guess treasure map as well. We should have attacked with that one because that was Menace, but he didn't. So yeah, we take 7. We'll have the 2 tokens to block next turn. Jade Light. Yep. Chupacabra and a land. Alright, so one of my guys is dying next turn. So we really need to find a way to get a board wipe. So Let's actually scry here. Karn is so good. He's just not good enough. He's not good enough here. That's the issue with Karn. So my turn. Scry again. Siege Gang. Does he fall in the same kind of issues? Siege Gang might be good enough to keep, actually. I think we can survive lethal damage with Siege Gang. We're still hoping to draw something else, but... Hey, there's our star. Excellent. Okay, so we can't target the memorial. So... What do we want to target? We definitely got a star. Kind of unfortunate that we have to star here. It's a little wonky, but I think it's just, it's too good to ignore. So let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure we have the mana for our treasure cove. Alright, we'll just take out Overgrown Tomb. We lose our full value of history, but he has a Chupacabra and he's going to attack. We have to block anyway. So it was either this or it was a play Siege Gang and have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage worth of toughness to block. 12 with this and then some instant speed, like removal. Sure, yeah, he's grabbing the Carnage Tyrant. So I think in that case, we develop the Siege Gang here. Just so we have a lot of toughness in play. He's gonna Chupacabra it most likely. Actually, he can't Chupacabra and play the Carnage Tyrant. So he has to pick one here, which is good for us, I think. Okay, so he Chupacabras. That's fine. Alright, let's draw another card. Whoops. Pillage. Yeah, let's continue to pillage. Azor's Gateway. Okay. Play another history. I think we can start going on the offense. Yep. Yeah, sure. It's Carnage Tyrant. And a Land of War. Sure. Seal away. Doesn't do anything here. Gateway, remove a gateway. Why not? Ooh, drew the settle. Nice. And a land. Alright, opponent concedes. He just kind of assumes that I have some way to win. That's fine. Would eventually draw on one of the 2 Banefires that I think were still in the deck. I don't think we use one that game. So 6-2. Boros control might be super legit. We're about to find out. Either way, it's super legit. There could have been an argument that we shouldn't have gatewayed the gateway there, because gateway actually can gain you 5 life, and so it was possible that it could have gained 10 life there, instead of just only 5. But I think at that point it was kind of like whatever. So we got the deafening and the history. We should be able to survive most decks with that, so we'll keep this. And it's this deck again. Okay. So Sam Black will play some weird brews, but they're usually pretty decent decks. I've never heard of the guy, to be honest, but he played his version, then someone did well with this version, so I'm playing this version. He didn't have the Curious Obsession, so that's nice. Been around for a good while, and there it is. Maybe you're just waiting to have the counter with it, or you just drew it off the Charter Course. I don't know what he was thinking about doing there. Well, there's only a couple of answers he could have. Wow, alright. Played when we used to play paper and before. Wow. I assume he's been around for a while. There's so many people I haven't heard of in like the pro scene. It's not something I ever like really paid attention to. I started watching a bit more lately. So our settle doesn't do anything. I think we just need to Karn. Dig further in the deck. History could be okay as well. But just gonna chump with that guy. We're gonna take 2. Maybe fighting the board is nice. You could play a second one as well. It'll protect our Karn better, I guess. Don't actually know what the best play is here. I think we go history to just stem the bleeding a little more. Okay, that works. That makes our star look a little more feasible. Is this? Let me look at this. Counter target spell or ability that targets you or a creature you control. Okay, so this just targets a land. So we can at least get around that card. If he doesn't tap out, which I assume he's not going to. Since he has 5 mana, 2 cards in hand, he'll never tap out. Alright, we're getting all the counters. There's at least that. Hopefully we're getting all the counters. I guess that's what I should say. So we gotta survive for 2 more turns. Yeah. Do we force the... I mean, we save one damage here, I guess. Is it gonna get better than that? Well, we gotta play to win, right? So we take 4 here. We go to 3. If he has a counter, we lose. If he has a counter this turn, we lose. So I don't think the settle does anything. The 1 life, I don't think is gonna make or break this game. So we'll just take the damage. We could have like a trickster or something. Double settle. Alright, so we're going to star. Good luck. Good luck, star. Yeah, alright. So, I guess we could have settled, get it blocked there. Then we died on next settle. Didn't actually matter. We would have been at... Oh, I guess we would have been at 1 life. But we still would have, I don't know. It would have been too weird of a play, I think. Like, because then it's just every creature is a threat. And I don't think we can get there. I also didn't expect to draw the second settle right there. Anyway, 6 and 3. Boros control. What do we get? Growing Rights of Illuminiac. Just some card that I've never seen before. Four more creatures transform. Turn into a Gaia's Cradle. Seems bad. That guy's played. And the big Jund Dragon. Alright, cool. So yeah, that's Boros control. I'm trying to think if there's anything I would change with it. Where's it at? Oh, there it is. I almost want like more settles. No, actually I want more like early game. The 2 Shivens, 1 Seal Away, 1 Lava Coil is all you have to make it through the early game. I guess I would like to see... There's 4 pieces of removal, I guess. But a lot of decks run like 4 Shocks, 2 Justice Strikes, 4 Justice Strikes, something like that. 4 Lava Coils, 4 Shocks. So, maybe the early game is like the one thing. These Direfleet Daredevils, a little awkward. We didn't play against any control, so maybe that's why. When it was good, but we didn't play against like Chemistry's Insight, so we didn't get to really remove too much stuff. The best we got out of this card was getting the maximum velocity that one game. But it could easily just be more Lava Coils, more Justice Strikes, more Shivan Fires, more Shocks. I'm not sure if the Azor's Gateway is really necessary. The draw is nice. Might bring it down to like a 1 of. But that's all that really changed. The pillages are decent. Maybe cut one of those as well. I guess he's just really stretching for as much draw as possible. So I think it's got some tuning that's possible, but it's still solid even in this